Welcome everyone. Today, we are going to troubleshoot and fix an issue which occurs while connecting to SQL Server in our application. Some fixes will be made on the client and some on server machines. We will make fixes in Visual Studio, Services, Firewall, and SQL Server Management Studio. In Visual Studio, make sure that you are connected to the right SQL Server. Also, verify the connection string in the web.config file. In some rare cases, toggling the configurations in the project's build and publish properties fix the issue. If the database is on your local computer, ensure that the essential SQL services are running. The same applies to the database on a remote server. Moreover, running the SQL Server browser service might resolve the issue. Ensure that the SQL Server Management Studio is allowed through the server firewall. Make sure the respective TCP and UDP ports are enabled and configured properly. You can always create your own firewall rule if not exist already. Log on to the SQL Server Management Studio. If server name and credentials are valid, you are good to go. If the default port for the server is changed, append that port to the server IP address. Restart the SQL Server instance. The authentication mode for the SQL Server should be set to mixed mode. Make sure that the password expiration is not set in the Management Studio. Validate that the remote connection is allowed in Connection Properties. Run SQL Server Configuration Manager. Select SQL Server Services from the left panel. Confirm that the desired SQL Server is running. Under Network Configurations, ensure that TCP is enabled. Right-click the TCP property. Under the IP address tab, verify that the port for TCP is set to 1433. In a server migration case, add an alias for the database on the new server. SQL Check, a free DBA tool. It is a command line tool that records system information. It is very useful for analyzing client-server connectivity issues. Download the zip package from GitHub. Just run the SQL Check application file. It will generate a log file with the useful information as displayed on the screen. Hopefully, the techniques mentioned in the video were helpful for you.